Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. Join us in our campaign and shenanigans as we explore the subterranean labyrinths, plunder hordes of treasure, battle legendary monsters. This podcast will be following our gaming group and the adventures of these characters, as well as a few guests from time to time. Join us as we start a new campaign and our journey to experience the best, and maybe the worst, in the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Welcome back to Goblins of Conquest.
Poison and disease. As you just see the little ranger petrify.
So he didn't get the shot.
What's that?
He did or didn't get the shot?
Oh, he got the shot off, but he basically turned to stone. As soon as that arrow left his bow, the string stopped. It didn't vibrate or nothing, it just stopped. And he just crystallized into stone.
I'm a really cool looking statue.
Yeah, I know. In fact, we might want to keep it then.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Sell it to an art museum.
Right.
So, Road, it's your turn. I'm going to steal a piece of platform before you turn to a rock.
You know, I brought enough trays for everyone. But
He has a feeling you're going to be
Better
petrified.
to steal from a
You're gonna lose
road. So what are you going to do?
I feel like I should close my eyes too. That's exactly what it is.
You can do that. That's a good thing. The problem is you already saw his gaze and slowly gaze stones unless you make your save. But you don't have to worry about future gazes where your eyes are closed.
Yeah, I'm gonna do pretty much exactly what the ranger just said.
The ranger you can't see on the other side of the tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not doing it because he did, I'm doing it because...
Right. It's because you're good.
Yeah. So and you heard the bugbear say, "Don't look at it."
Yep.
And he's right there at your face level, almost saying, "Don't look at it."
Right.
So you're like,
Voice in your
and you
ear.
pull your little headband over your eyes. Good thought.
Do I have a little stone mouse now? Does it work on mice?
Was your mouse out? I was assuming it was hiding in your pocket because of combat.
Probably, that's...
Okay.
For fuck's sake. It like hit the edge and rolled back. It was a 9.
So all of a sudden, bugbear, you're looking at the tree branch and you're hearing it grow.
That was the shot.
Oh, that was your shot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And she's just like really rickety, and she like throws the knife, and it like just falls straight down for the arms.
Here it goes.
Sorry, I thought that was your save. Okay. You missed by a mile as your knife just like sinks into the mud.
You missed it.
I did. That's true.
Just in case you didn't see it. You weren't looking.
I wasn't looking, so I have no.
She's got a crick in her neck right now.
So my save.
Your save,
That's
Constitution.
Oh.
What did you get?
a natural 1.
Oh!
So 3.
Okay, everybody's dice are mean tonight.
I know.
All
got
of
a
a sudden,
hair.
as I was saying, you hear the tree branch creaking as the tree branch is dropping in level from this weight that just.
We have a
That's a
pair
lot
of
of
goblins
Look at that.
statues.
Freaking
Funny
3
enough, I
ones.
happened to
Oh,
go
what's
to the
this?
report and was like, I wonder if I make an epic. I think I'm going to make something else new.
Alright. Those are going to be my rolling
But
dice.
there.
But they're in epic poses.
Yeah.
It's true.
You're looking away and you're realizing that the goblin in the tree is now frozen solid and petrified.
Is she gonna fall, or is the branch gonna hold
The
her?
branch will hold.
Well, it's kind of.
She's only like 200 pounds now as opposed to her 20.
It's one of those things that it's pretty much. They are stuck. So.
Hope there's not a strong wind.
Okay, you're resistant to damage. If you fall, you'll take only
Have you
half
seen how I
damage.
rolled today?
It's half of a 1d6. What's the worst that happens?
My arm falls off?
Her mouse is going to starve to death in her stone pocket.
As you're hearing this little cloth pocket of squeaking noise coming out of the stone pocket.
Is that 30 feet from it?
Remember, it is difficult terrain.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just moved 3 squares. So, and I'm going to bring forth a witch bolt.
Ooh.
So,
I don't know what that means, but
It's a cool Sith lightning. He's getting Sithy with it.
17 to hit.
A 13?
17 to hit.
Oh, 17. 17, go ahead.
Yeah, so, yeah, I am concentrating on as lightning erupts and connects with this creature. I am within range, so I can look. I'm out of the sight range, I believe.
Uh-huh.
So, I can hold the.
Yep, just out of range.
So it's 1d12 lightning damage. So 6 points of lightning damage.
6 points of lightning damage as you're seeing just lightning cascade off the side of it, and the lightning keeps going.
You got the light now.
Yeah,
You know, it just
there is bright light now.
Is your shield reflected?
No.
Tyranny,
Hardwood shield.
tyranny is tarnished, and it's gonna try to bite you again because that worked so well last time because he wants food in his belly.
Restoration.
Bam! Will the 10 hit you? I need to warm with this new dice. This new dice ain't helping. As again, he reaches at you and you're just like, nope, with the shield. Okay, so it is your turn.
Sorry, I like your hair.
I will attempt to
It's curdy.
slice it with a sword.
Okay, you will be at disadvantage since you're averting your gaze. As you're going, eh, eh.
14.
14. You swing your sword over in this like beautiful little over the shield stab Spartan style, and you're hearing that you're making contact with something, but you're pretty sure you're not drawing any blood. Basically, you're skittering off its armor. Now it looks at you with the satisfied look. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Okay, so cleric.
Try again.
Bugbear sneaks up next to you, starts doing the lightning thing.
I'm gonna try it.
Hey,
Chill
hit it.
Oh.
That's in character, but
What the?
No. Is it working really well?
As you fire off another chill touch, you just see the like fog evaporate it. There's too much like moisture in the air, or it just went through that lightning and got vaporized.
I think you need to check the lucky feet. That way you get some options.
Would you like me to grab yours? No. Okay.
She's gonna take his now.
Do you want to try
Okay.
one?
So unfortunately, our goblins are petrified.
Only physically. We're not scared though.
In your minds, you're like, I wonder what's going on out there. As the basilisk is gonna bite you again.
Ow.
As he comes up with a natural 20, he's apparently gauged your distance. Nike.
Talk about warming that up.
Yeah.
So this was the night it ended, huh?
Yeah. And the party was no more.
Ow.
Just a bunch of statues in a swamp.
19 points of piercing damage. As he just like knocks your shield aside with his chunky shoulder and bites into your thigh.
Takes 5 points of damage.
Hey, move back.
No, I'm not moving back.
Oh, Jesus.
You're a little pissed now.
And 15 points of poison damage. As all of a
'cause
sudden
I'm
that
down.
venom just starts oozing into your leg. And he takes 5 points.
I'm so glad I'm in a tree right now.
As he just chomps down on your leg. Like a freaking monster boss with that natural 20.
Roll on top of it.
There's a
Good
lot of
game, all
sixes and
good
5.
Yep.
It's nice having you.
A generation from now, new goblins will come unpetrify these two, and they will tell you the tale.
Come on now. It's up
So
to you
you're
and I
now?
Yeah, I'm -7.
Oh, yeah. He gets pulled down with the bite. As the basilisk just lets go. And
Yeah,
you just see
unfortunately, I can't do anything because
green,
I'm not right next to it.
dripping saliva as it's excited. It's got food.
Oh. Technically, I could move forward and not look at it because it's already connected.
We have to have line of sight for the spell.
Right, but if I could see it, but I'm not looking at it. You see what I'm saying? It's already
You could have line of sight without seeing.
Yeah, you're doing
I'm
this.
just looking down, moving forward. It's still
Take
connected.
it from somebody that's walking into walls.
No, I get it.
I'm not looking.
Worth a shot.
Okay, so you see the paladin go down. Damn. You've been victimized by 20s this weekend. I gutted him with a natural 20 earlier on Sunday. Okay, so it's your turn. Give me a death save. I was hoping for a 20, it really was.
Well, are you gonna go spare?
That's 13.
Yeah.
Well, a death save is a straight
That's your
D20.
fourth
So you succeeded on one success, so go ahead and mark
It's a
one
little
success. Because if you get 3 success, you stabilize
How
and
about
no
I
longer bleeding to death. Okay. Cleric, you saw the paladin just fall with a splat and a roar of the basilisk in victory.
I'm how far away at this point?
Actually, barely. You see you hear the splat, but because of this tree here, you don't see him fall.
Okay.
But you're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet away.
So take
Healing
me.
word?
If you want, you could step to right here. Let's see him.
Yeah,
Still
the
being out of the
goblin's not that
basilisk's
tall.
range.
Misses. I get.
I'll try to get out of the way.
I will get.
Hey, can you just move a little to the left?
It's like moving furniture now.
Yeah.
Get a hand truck.
Carried around like C3.
That reminds me of when I was a little kid and my grandparents owned a furniture
Yeah, the
store.
problem
And
is
half the time
I
we
get
were
my
over there
house,
spent
then immediately
with
go
us
back
rolling
down.
each other around on a hand truck.
When's your turn?
Scooters. They're like giant
Mine is
scooters.
pretty snatch. No.
Well, it's with
His turn is
not
right
a dog.
before
Oh,
her,
yeah.
which is
Mine
right
is right
after
after
the
the
basilisk.
So see,
So his turn will come up after. Oh,
No,
He's-
mine just passed.
He's
Do you
doing
s-
fine. Distract the basilisk,
do you
in
see
my
what I'm
opinion.
saying? We need to
Deal with the
Fixing
problem.
deal with the
fixing
problem.
the
okay.
basilisk.
You have to spare the dying,
I
right?
do.
Say, you don't have to worry about it.
But he is poisoned.
Well, no, he's not actually poisoned. It's just poison damage. It doesn't give the poison condition. It just does
Gotcha.
more damage.
And I don't know shit.
And
I
rolling
just
a
know
crit
stuff.
on that really sucks.
Yeah.
That's extra dice each one.
Well, right now I'm doing damage to it, and so could you. So I can start trying to lead it away somehow. If
I
it'll
mean,
follow.
you figure it's getting hit with lightning. It's not gonna chew him up while it's being zapped with lightning.
Right.
And you did observe earlier it moves very slowly.
Kite it. Kite it. Kite it.
It's very precarious.
I'm just trying to see if bonus action.
Spiritual weapon.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if spiritual weapon.
And it's all because the ranger missed the survivor.
Well, it's 60 feet. I don't know if
That was a hell of a roll.
Because you're within 30.
You know what it was? You
35
sense
feet
the undead and the dragon. You ignored the just monsters. Yeah, the
Yeah,
monsters,
yeah,
natural
yeah.
creatures.
Yeah, no,
The natural ones you ignored because you were worried about undead.
There's concentration.
Here, for you, here's my
You
new
can do it as well.
Okay.
That's sad. He hero forged him on his bottom.
Alright, so I'm going to cast spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Here's the hose.
I'll
I
give you-
just.
where would you like to put
I
it? I'm
just saw
assuming
it, like,
adjacent.
Right, next
Literally
to
last
that
night I was.
little son of a gun.
Okay.
And then,
They have to. They hear like.
so casting time says it's a bonus action.
Yeah, and it seems
Okay.
like they've expanded
Yeah.
their selection.
Cast a spell and make a melee attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Uh-huh.
On hit, your target takes 1d8 plus spellcasting modifier. So
Which is a good amount of damage.
you're gonna hit.
Okay, go ahead and swing away. You fucker. What did you roll?
Oh, you don't want to know.
So it wasn't a 1, was it?
It was.
Their
Wait,
dice
wait,
are just
wait, wait,
shit
wait.
and
Wait.
Everything.
I'm going to save face.
Ah!
You want to try a different one?
Yes.
So instead of a natural
We're
one.
just going to get you some loaded dice and call it good. Then you'll never have to worry.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold on, hold on.
Well, remember,
20?
saving face just adds to your roll.
No, adds to the roll.
Yeah. For every witness.
Oh.
Oh,
You only have one other witness.
well, never mind.
But it's not a natural 1. It's a 2.
Oh, it's a whole 2, yeah. Woohoo.
Well, actually, it's higher than that, right? Because you use your spell attack modifier.
Right. So
6.
And you're not adjacent to him, so it's not like you hit him with it.
6 points.
Okay, so
Or
6. So you swing and you hear your magical weapon just skitter off its armor.
But at least it's over there.
Yeah, and it's the weapon's body weaving right next to it, and the lightning striking into it. You know what it is? The lightning threw off your freaking aim.
Yeah, okay.
When you see Sith lightning, it throws off your aim.
Exactly.
So our restrained goblins are creaking in their various positions. You see this guy kind of tilt a little in the muck. He's like sinking down one foot, and then the other foot kind of sinks down with him.
Settle.
The tree's finished groaning, and she's just leaning against the tree as a statuary. And then it's the bugbear's turn to continue his lightning if he chooses.
Yeah. Three points.
Hey, as your lightning goes blasting off its scales, and it's just like... It does not like your lightning.
But I am going to see if it follows me. This would break it, right? If I walked.
Yeah, if you walk past the tree. As your lightning would hit the tree and then stop.
But it would clear the goblin if I walked. Yeah, it'd go over it.
Yeah.
I want to see if he follows me. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So its turn, it's not going to follow you. It's had enough fight. And it's just going to pick up its lunch and 5, 10. It's basically dragging him towards where you saw it come out of the trees originally.
Does that break the witch bolt?
No, you still got diagonal line of sight here.
Okay. I just need to move up to it to keep it within 30 feet.
I mean, if it takes its next 2 movements, yeah, it'll be out of witch bolt.
Okay.
Unless you chase after it. And then I'll look at you like, what?
You're not going to eat it.
He'll come back and eat the petrified ones later. I like them when they're still soft. Okay. Death save. 12. Okay, go ahead and mark another success. Closer to stabilizing as you're being dragged off. you're just in this dream state, feeling that you're being dragged by the leg that now is purple from poison. Cleric, you're seeing him being dragged away. He's just covered in mud. All of his little hobgoblin fur just covered in mud.
It's distracted right now, so it's not looking.
Yeah, it's walking away. Yeah, it's got its ass deep.
So it got an attack of opportunity walking away from her spiritual weapon.
Does your weapon get attacks of opportunity? I think it requires you to tell it to make an attack.
You have to command it to attack.
Say this and he says, make her laugh more.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
I'll punch you in the face.
But you
My
can still
arms
attack with it this round.
Right.
Well, my right arm is fine.
Because, yeah, your weapon will go...
But you lose a lot of force punching up.
So, what would you like to do?
What I would like to do is it would take me too long to do. So, because
Run over there, parkour, slap, spare the dying, hit him with the heel, drop on your feet.
pretty much. No.
Combination Tarzan, Alice Quartermain, and a little bit of Harry Dresden.
Well, what? I'm 70.
40 feet from him, but there's a tree between us.
So add 45 or add 5 to that, right?
You can 5, 10, 15 here and see him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet.
But did you say our speed is?
Yeah, that would be as far as you can move. That would be your 30 feet of movement. Because it's difficult terrain.
Okay, so since that's all I can move right now, I'll have the weapon hit again.
Okay. Spiritual weapon goes billy bopping over there.
Jesus.
This is the worst game we've
Just
ever
as your
played.
spiritual weapon swings, so what does your weapon look like? By the way, because it's the spiritual weapon of your god.
It's a hammer with a skull. That's the
Skull for the hammerhead.
I wrote it down at one point.
Okay. It comes diddly bopping to get him, and immediately
Oh, it's a bloody axe.
it's a bloody axe. As soon as it's about to swing on him, apparently as he's moving, he moved a tree branch, and the tree branch goes snapping up, and it just cuts the branch in half, missing the creature.
Not my tree branch.
Not your tree branch. The tree branch over in his
I
little
give up.
nest over here. Okay, so the goblins are swaying in the wind. You hear this whistling sound between their stony fingers. And the basilisk, he's gonna, 5 and 10 and pull his food in with him in his little cubby hole he's made. Good thing he's grappling you, not biting down on you. Okay? So go ahead. 11. So you stabilize. You're not bleeding to death until he bites down on you. Each
Doesn't really matter.
bite would be a fail.
Did I go this round?
You lightning him.
Okay.
Hmm?
Just making sure.
Okay, so it's your turn, by the way. You're disadvantaged, but you do see a hint of him enough that the lightning will stay on track if you want to keep the lightning going.
Move me up 15 feet. Forward, closer to it.
Okay.
That's 8 points this time.
Okay. Your lightning got a little more potent.
Mm-hmm. And thinking, well, it wouldn't work.
What do you think?
No, I was thinking of Misty Step, but it would break the Witch Bolt. But I
True.
could jump in there and grab it, and then I'd have to get the F out. But I can't recast the Misty Step. It'd have to be Dimension Board, but I don't have that yet. So,
Well, yeah, that's true. But even if you were here, you could grab him. I mean,
how bad does the Basilisk look?
oh, the basilisk looks absolutely horrendously horrible.
Worse than it started out.
It's got bleeding arrow wounds that have been just weeping blood. The lightning's cooking some of its scales so they pop up. It looks absolutely atrocious. As you're looking at this scarred face, it's got lightning burns going across it.
So it's close.
Oh, yeah. Nobody
But
actually
it's also
asked
getting-
how it looked, so...
But it's getting ready to die, or he's getting ready to be eaten.
Yeah, it was basically pulling him in there so he can have a private spot to snack.
Well, positive. I've got 3 bites, and before he needs, spare the dying again.
Yeah. So I'm gonna Misty Step up here
Okay.
and pull him to me if that's possible.
I'll give you a freebie that you grab him. He's still there, but you've got a hold of him. 'Cause if you do an actual grapple to pull him, I give you that you can move him and then do your run thing.
I'm in a tug of war between a basilisk and a bugbear.
You got his
This is
arm
just not good.
and shield. Basilisk has his leg.
Okay.
Okay?
But I've got him.
You've got a hold of him. So that if you were to move, you can carry him with. Until the basilisk decides to say, let's wrestle for him.
Right.
Chicken bone!
Let's wrestle.
I'm looking at him, not at the basket.
You're
He
looking
is
at
my
your
focus.
Use
colleague.
that shield. As a
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Bugbear
Behind
just
the
teleported over there and just reappeared. He just went.
Can I see it still, or
It's your disadvantage to attack it in its little cubby.
okay? Can I get my weapon or spiritual weapon in there?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm. For that purpose.
Your weapon goes hovering over the body of your friend or colleague.
Friend is such a strong word.
Amongst the goblins.
Ah,
Ooh, you punished that die.
Oh yeah.
and it.
Probably critted on there,
No.
What'd you get?
A 7.
right?
Obviously,
doesn't
that
count.
wasn't the count. The landing that didn't count.
Right.
14.
Is that your best roll for
Swing
today?
and you just see the nasty, crusty scales flake, but it doesn't seem to hurt. It makes you feel better. You're only one shy.
It's a. Thanks.
You are.
You didn't know that.
That was just your bonus action to attack, right?
It was.
So what would you like to do for your action?
Burner.
Yeah, there is that.
Action cleric. Hobgoblin.
Yeah. Action, let's go.
I'm gonna make a lot of noise for a second.
Can I do another spell with my action? Or do I have to move?
It's up to you. What spell are you gonna do?
Can I see him?
Oh yeah, you can easily see him. As he's being bent in half, pulled between the trees.
Healing word.
Roll.
And you are stabilized.
So 6 points.
Okay, so you have 6 hit points.
Better than the.
As
negative.
all your wounds that naturally clotted start to heal close, and your eyes kind of snap open, and you look at the bugbear who's got you by the arm and shield and tugging you, but it feels like your leg's stuck on some roots or something. As
And
then
he's
you,
looking down at you very angrily, saying, "You need to pull your fucking weight."
as all of a sudden you hear the growl and realize that's not true roots, your leg's racked up. But you're not looking at it yet.
There's teeth.
Okay, so again with the wind whispering through the goblins, his stone bowstring is singing in the breeze.
Oh my god.
Bugbear, you have the pallet in your hand. He's made eye contact with you. He's covered in dirt and mud, but his eyes are open, looking at you.
Did my spell end?
Yes, well, you died practically, so I'm thinking, yeah.
Does he have a ranged weapon?
Me? Not until I get my foot on him.
But you do have a ranged weapon if we were to back out.
Has he seen you using ranged weapons before?
I don't think I've ever seen him use a ranged weapon. That's why.
I do, but
His ranged weapon is his mind.
You can fight at range. I guess I have seen you cast spells, so yeah. I am going to pull him out of the maw of the beast.
Okay.
I would imagine he's starting to help me, which is maybe a little bit.
I'll give you advantage on the grapple.
Okay.
Oh man! Apparently he didn't want to hold on to his dinner that well.
15.
You beat the basilisk quite well.
Yeah, I'm hauling him up like.
As immediately you're yoking him and you can move your full movement.
So
The paladin is being pulled, so it's not like he gets an attack of opportunity.
well, I'm pulling him up to his feet.
Well, he
Gonna
would still
walk.
be...
Okay.
Yeah, it'll still cost him his movement to get to his stable under his own feet.
Okay.
As your leg is hurting bad.
That's gonna leave him alone.
Yep. And as soon as you do that, the basilisk is not happy with you.
I believe it.
But it is a-okay letting you get away, as it basically is doing a double move. It's as far as it can go in this muck. As it's just sending this nasty growl, snort, like, yeah, I thought so, and it's walking away. So, Paladin, you have 6 hit points. He's dragging you back combat style. You know, when you grab a partner by the strap in the back of his neck and you're just pulling him back.
I can get to my feet.
Okay, I'll cast half your movement.
I will use the opportunity to lay hands.
Okay. Lay on hands to get some more life back into you. Okay. Cleric, you see he's under his own power now. Your spell got him back on his feet. So what does your lay on hands look like, by the way? I don't know if we've actually asked that question yet.
No, because I've never used it.
What does it look like when you lay on hands?
Just a shimmering armor that breaks away.
Okay. So you're seeing he's doing some mojo to himself, and he's looking a little perkier, even though he's covered in swamp.
So, how far away is the basilisk?
It's out of sight from you because it basically kept on going past this cluster of trees and things. But it is 5, 10, 15, 20, 50 feet away.
Can I get to any point where I can see it?
You would have to double move, and then you wouldn't have an action.
How about my spiritual weapon still has an action?
Yeah, even here you have no line of sight.
So, how about I double move to where I can see it and I send my spiritual weapon after it?
You peek around the corner, and you're like, get it! In our other D&D game, that was the sound effect for Sobek, their pet giant crocodile.
Oh, see.
What the ever living F?
She just literally rolled like 6 ones.
Oh my god.
Would you like to try?
Been
No.
trying
I've been trying other dice.
As literally your spiritual weapon goes chasing after it as it's lumbering as fast as its little butt can wiggle through this swamp and swings just when the tail moves and just like splatters.
When it doesn't
mud.
matter.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing.
When
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
So Bugbear, you've got the paladin in your hands. He's fully strengthened. Your cleric is running off to go chase it with a vengeance.
Yeah. Let's see. 3. Can I see it from here?
I'll give you disadvantage for seeing it.
Alright, so disadvantage on the attack.
Okay.
As I'm going to cast. Oh, I can't. No, I can.
Can you?
I can cast
What do you cast?
Witch Bolt again.
Oh.
Fuck me. So it arcs and shoots and hits a tree.
Hits
and
those
blows a
trees.
branch
Like,
off.
lightning in trees. You know, it tracks right to them. As you're just seeing the arcs of electricity go.
Yeah. So 1. Total 5, but that's not going to hit him.
Good thing there's no teammates around there. She's far enough away. I won't say she gets arced with the electricity. Okay.
Right.
So, trees are exploding in lightning. Your weapon's chasing. It's gonna turn around.
You know how to look down.
And it's coming back. It's looking right at you.
But I'm not looking at it.
So you're averting your gaze then?
Yeah, as crappy.
As soon as it turns its ass around, you're like, whoa!
Right? As crappy as my rolls have been, I don't think a disadvantage is going to make all that much difference.
No, because they.
You can burn through the bad rolls twice as fast.
Right?
Right. Because then when you do roll low, then.
Yeah.
You know, it's the one.
And it's going to take a second move since it can't attack anything. And it's coming right after Mr. Lightning Guy. It senses this is where that lightning comes from. As you're burning its nest right now with lightning. That's probably what it is. You're
Right.
burning its home down. It's taking offense to this. Okay, Cleric, it's your turn.
Mine.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yes,
I'm conscious again.
you were back on your feet.
And is there any? Can I come next to the bugbear? I can't see on the other side.
Next to the bugbear would be here or here.
So
Which
I'd have
the
to go
tree
all the
is
way around.
blocking your shot, yeah. Unless you got a range attack. That's why the bugbear kept asking, do you have range attacks?
I am going to throw a javelin.
Okay, you're reaching back into your little pack that's full of mud, pulling out a mud-caked javelin.
One inside.
What's the worst that happens? Now you are at disadvantage because it's in the nest. What's the worst that happens? You hit the hobgoblin from behind after he saves you?
Bugbear?
Okay.
Oh, is 15. Hold on. Yes, I'll take the 15.
You'll take the 15? You're plus 6? But you have 9. Remember, it's range attacks with your dex bonus.
No, that's crap. Okay. Oh, no.
Okay, so you throw the javelin, and Bugbear, you see javelin just like sticking to the tree next to you. Mud clattering off of it.
We really have to practice.
And now it's the cleric's turn.
Let's go to the range.
If you want to go this
That's our
way,
best.
you can bring your hammer up. You actually would have its flank if you do that. If you want to flank it.
And then it would just be regular attack instead of disadvantage. Because we're not looking at it, but it's
Right.
both threatening.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because if you come here,
let me move so
your
yeah.
hammer can come there.
Do that.
Okay, that gives your hammer a combat advantage there because your hammer's not flanking it.
How close am I?
Do you want to get closer?
Yeah.
How close do you want to get?
I want to
Melee
hit.
range?
I want to hit the.
Okay. You are tasting that you want blood. Are you or the magic weapon going to attack first?
Me.
I have more faith in you than the magic weapon.
I don't.
Oh.
Am I
No.
at disadvantage still, or?
No, you're at advantage. You're melee.
Oh,
The cover's not
advantage.
happening.
Oh my God.
No, your magic weapon's at advantage. You're straight roll. You might want to have him kiss your dice first.
So let's see. Nah, the 11.
So you bring your weapon down and it skitters off the armor. But now the magic weapon gets to attack with advantage. Sure you don't want him to kiss your dice?
Well, she didn't immediately groan, so.
I know. It might be double digits.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. Now the question is, can she roll 6 or higher?
Plus
Uh-oh. I jinxed her dice, didn't I?
7.
Sorry.
7.
7.
All of a sudden, your weapon comes down on its hips, and you just hear this horrible cracking noise as its tail goes slamming into the muck, and its hips and back legs just crumple underneath it. And it gives you this look
I really feel that.
where the
I
eyes
can't see it.
roll back to a point where you can't see them, and its chin slams like inches from your foot, with just that dead, sickening sound. And you're hearing this like crunching sound underneath it.
There's eggs.
There was eggs, yes, until your lightning and its smashed body took care of them all.
I would have won basketball. Well, actually.
I know
Now
a ranger
I
would.
I'm not eating. I'm on a diet right now.
So-
A little overweight.
Technically dead.
Dead. technically, literally, and figuratively.
Good. 'cause
Holy
at
shit,
the-
you hit it.
I-
And you got the kill. He's just, Tithe is just pissed. He's like, you know,
I came all the way up here and it died before I got to
and
him.
he walks over there and starts looking at the goblins because he's trying
Okay,
to keep
so
his mind.
At this point,
Fact
I'm
is,
going to
you
go
got
back to the
killed.
goblins because I need to figure out through a medicine check if I can help them.
Okay, so basically, you're all getting a turn. You're basically going up to the goblin.
You're gonna have to like grab me out of the tree so she can see me.
As her legs are wrapped around it, so you're just cut the tree branch and pull her off of it.
You just pull the branch.
So what did you get from medicine?
To be fair, I was playing those
Okay.
10.
You have a feeling that this petrification is going to require some kind of magic that can remove petrification, like restoration.
I don't have it.
Inspiration.
Restoration.
Ah, right. Lesser restoration, I think, is third, or you didn't pray for it?
She always pray for it in the morning.
Yeah.
So you guys, what is your plan? As your cleric is fretting, you've got the stone goblins. You can set them up over your mantelpiece like bookends.
Right?
Yeah.
You're probably going to go back.
Are you
and
guys
check
planning
the-
on fortifying this area as much as you can and staying
We're
here?
gonna
Are you
have
going
to.
to pick them up in travel?
No, we're going to have to because if I.
You can pick them up and carry them.
Yeah, but if I'm going to have
Yeah.
to wait until morning.
Do you have access to the spell to do that?
Yeah.
Can it remove petrification?
Blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned.
So it needs to be greater.
Yeah.
So you guys kind of
Nice
secure.
knowing you.
You guys secure yourselves. She
My
tries the
poor
next
house in my
day.
stone pocket.
The next day, she's trying every spell she has on the goblins, and they stay petrified. Obviously, enough that the burnt basilisk smell is, attracting carrion birds and bugs. At one point, go ahead and you two give me perception rolls while she's trying every magic, every salve she can think about.
6.
What other freaking trying?
You guys are looking at each other like, oh shit. Okay, so
I'm even going over
was
there
the
and
lookout.
taking
Worse,
stuff
you're the
from the
survivalist.
basilisk
Yeah.
and adding it to the salve.
you were like butchering this basilisk, doing all these. You're shaking your death rattle over the basilisk to pull the spirit of the basilisk. You guys, for 3 days, are trying every trick you can. Until finally you get to the point where you give up, that you're not going to be able to do anything. You even make a necklace out of the basilisk's teeth and hang it around both their necks to try to pull the basilisk in or out of them. You're not quite sure.
Jennifer would be totally cool with that.
She's keeping her
Well,
necklace.
you believe in this God, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever thought about praying for God?
You mean the 10% chance of a miracle happening?
Oh shit.
Clerics got that thing, don't
I
they?
know they do.
I mean, I never like mentioning it myself since he was going in that direction.
Because Tithe is smart. He puts the claw out.
I will say, you got that old time religionism.
Yeah, you believe in this guy. don't you?
There's always a 10% chance of it happening.
Try.
By the way, at some point I would have rooted through that area and probably found the broken eggs. Just
Oh yeah,
Anything
between your
else.
lightning and the body, it destroyed them all.
Nothing else.
No?
I got a 44.
So you're even like, Great Mashumagumba Karakumba Paraimbe Binga Banga Barimbi Banga.
That was like a mix between the Lion King and Trump. Bing bong bong.
So eventually you guys get to the point where you're realizing we gotta go.
Mantelpieces.
Are you going to take them? I'm assuming you're going to.
We're gonna have to.
Both of you have a strength of what?
16.
15.
Okay, you guys can easily hump these stone goblins. You basically make rope to put a goblin over each of your shoulders. Which one of you has the best survival? And then followed by the question, are you continuing towards where you're going, or are you trying to leave the swamp? Now remember, you do know the hag that you visited. You could try going deeper into the swamp with the goblins, or you could try retreating from the swamp, get past the humans, and get to the hag and see if the hag will cost you much to get them fixed.
Let's
Well,
get
I
them
don't know how
fixed.
awesome things are
We can get.
stone right now, so they can't use
We
them
can
to
come.
play.
We can come back.
And is anyone feeding the mouse trapped in her pocket?
Absolutely.
Can they?
A hag?
Oh,
No.
I
No,
think
no,
like-
can I get to the
By-
Oh
by-
yeah, there's enough of an
Oh, okay.
opening where
Okay.
crumbs could be dribbled
By
in.
this time,
We're not gonna
chip
do that.
away.
Okay.
Oh, you're chipping her pocket
I
open?
chip the pocket away so the mouse can get out.
Oh.
You're so nice, thank you.
As all of a sudden a swamp
She
snake
sets it
goes.
free.
Okay, so who's gonna give me the survival roll to try to escape?
And
Swamp.
I'm gonna
I have
have your
16.
little.
So you
mouse
rolled a 16?
hide out in my
Okay.
right now.
So you're at
Thank you.
disadvantage, because don't forget he was at
I
disadvantage.
may not like other.
So I got a
It's
19.
16.
Can we get
My mouse is
advantage
dead.
for it if he's
Well, he rolled 16 both ways.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
no, I rolled
Sorry.
an 8 and natural 20.
so basically, you guys are humping the goblins
That's gonna be the
out.
weirdest
You kind of
fabric afterward, like.
You kind of pause where the lizard guys attacked you because you're recognizing your trail. And you guys sense that you're being followed the entire way out of the swamp. At one point, you turn around and look and you see this, like, some kind of blue eyes in the darkness looking at you. You can't quite place what it is because he's hiding behind a bush, but you see blue eyes of a giant predatorial nature. You hear the distant hissing of the lizard men. As you finally get that last moment where you guys step out into the road. Remember the road that went to the humans' village. And then the road that went back to where you know leads to the hag. And you guys then covered, of course, you're head to toe crusty dirt. You're pretty dirty. You're actually not that dirty. Except for your knees where you've been doing all your rituals.
And her little mouse is all nice and clean.
Yeah, living inside your little skull
I
decoration.
didn't know you had a thing for little mice.
Well, there's not much you do know about me, is there?
And you guys basically
Who
are.
are you?
Wait, what's your name again?
You guys continue back. The paladin is pointing the way of the path to the hag. He knows where her tree is. And you guys, of course, get there just as
Is this an X or?
He calls it.
You know
the
what I
hag.
said to you?
That's a normal jerk.
As
great.
you go to
They
where
always
there's
like
the
to
little
bugbear.
tree chime that's also a bell. You ring the bell and wait for her to come out usually. And there's some cut wood stumps that you can use as tables or chairs to sit on and wait while you put the statues on them. And you guys are sitting there discussing what is the conversation while you're waiting. 'Cause you're waiting. There seems to be no activity inside. You're waiting after you ring the chime, which made like
It's
the
really
weirdest
frustrating.
noise ever.
These two need to really start stepping up.
I'm
You playing with the mouse.
playing with the mouse.
The mouse is actually liking you.
Comforting. Don't
It's a
worry.
good mouse.
Don't worry. That pain in the butt will be back soon.
What were you saying?
As they stop chatting and look at her petting the mouse.
I just give them both a glare.
As all of a sudden a bird lands on your bowstring.
Yeah. There's a little perch.
And after a little while, you guys start chatting. And as soon as you're having some kind of conversation in your very dour hobgoblin bugbear defeat, all of a sudden you hear some rustling coming out of the bushes, and the hag appears. She's big, hooked green nose, warty skin, and she has a small, 7 or 8 year old child in rags. Come with me, dear. I've got supper that you'll be perfect for. And she like looks at you. You're back already? Did you bring what I asked for?
Not yet.
Did you bring me some lawn gnomes? She looks at the statues and she just like hushes the child and she like, you see she reaches to a knot and she like twists the knot and the door unlocks and pops open and she come in. I have a perfect broth that you'll enjoy to warm you up.
Grab one of her lawn goblins.
Leave some coins in the hollow stone. And she like gestures at you, realize one of the clump of rocks is actually a hollowed out little bowl-like stone.
I'm gonna take 4 of the gold coins
Oh.
and put them in there.
And immediately when you drop them in the stone, there's the clink clink. This is very, very, very dense stone. And like one eyeball like perches up and bloodshot eyeball looks right at you dropping gold coins in her bowl and she looks at you and she just gives you this big Bluetooth smile. I like you.
I want them back.
We can negotiate. You boys stay outside. And she like, comes back with like 2 bowls of some kind of concoction. It's got like lizards and frogs and snake bits and some kind of toes. Could be gnome, could be child.
It's a
Come in.
he pours it into his.
So, what's happened to your little stone friends?
We came across a basilisk and it kind of kicked their butts. Until
They're bad at being
No, it's goblin.
Oh, I should say it kicked their butts. I kind of kicked it. So
Did you harvest its glands? I'm sure the ranger would have told you all about that.
Of course.
but the ranger was stoned.
Oh, that's a shame. I could have made something out of it.
I grabbed a lot of scales and some teeth.
Oh, now that will be pretty. So, and she just starts like grabbing some concoctions. It's like, what are you willing to pay to bring them back to their usual limber selves?
The 4 coins were down payment.
She can have
And I asked her to take a look at the coins.
That doesn't exist.
As soon as you mention the coins and you show her one of them, she immediately like grabs your hand. She thought they were just gold coins, but now she's realizing they're like collector's coins. Well, so the Paladin of Conquest was right. You're going into the old swamps. Did he tell you about there used to be fertile fields of battle? Not a single drop of muck.
That would explain for the really old brittle skeleton that I summoned. It didn't stay around.
Ah, yes, the elves and goblins were legend thousands of years ago, killing each other, all because of some misunderstanding. And then the elves flooded the whole place.
Dirty elves.
Oh, but they make a lovely stew when you can catch one alone. You can fry their ears into candy.
What about meatloaf?
What is this loaf you speak of? Yes, you grind the bones into a loaf.
Yes.
And you dip it in their entrails.
Then you add this vegetable on top of it. It's actually not bad.
She starts looking at you like we are best friends. We are sisters from another mother.
I knew it. You were a hag the whole time.
She's a closet hag.
You were outside. You shut up.
But what price are you willing to pay to bring them back to their normal condition?
Okay. As we said, the 4 coins are down payment, correct? I have another 4.
We are women of action. Coins alone are not what we do things for.
This is true.
You sense that she's wanting a boon favor kind of thing. What can you offer to do for her?
Free pets.
When I level up, I promise to cast resurrection on you if you ever die. You can always throw out the, hey, I will offer you my services if you ever need it, type of thing.
No,
Or you can roll.
I do not do blanket statements.
Or you can even go for some negotiation if you want.
I offer you one spare the dying if you're ever in need.
All of a sudden, in the middle of the nowhere, you get teleported. She's surrounded by adventurers, and she falls down dead. Spare the dying. Oh shit!
Gotta go, guys.
Yeah.
And she gives you the thing. She likes you.
And then I start telling her about the tree.
Oh,
But what tree?
the tree.
The tree?
The tree.
Oh, I know. The
We
apple.
don't need a hag coming into our house.
I will do it.
I will give you one of each type of apple as they bloom.
And her eyes are getting huge. Her other squinty eye that you've not really seen open, except the pupil is like huge. And she's like, deal! And she gives you that.
It looks like slime from Slimer.
And she like reaches and pulls some bread and some food. You'll have to wait for my covenant to form under the next full moon. And basically she tells you it's going to be 4 days for her sisters to come to do the greater restoration.
Can we camp around here?
Yes! There'll be meat for dinner. And she like pinches the little child.
Excellent.
And she basically, I must get back to my work, but I will summon my sisters. And she like picks a silver bell and rings it and you hear no noise. They will be here at the full moon. And basically you guys, camp out and chill for a while. You guys have no problem camping out in the trees.
I imagine it'll be fun.
Midnight of the fourth night, she sets up the cauldron outside. There's this full moon that comes up. Her sisters come up. They do the ritual. They throw both of the goblins in the cauldron. They cast the spell, and both the goblins come bursting out of the water, soaking wet. We'll say water. As they realize they're now fully restored with greater restoration, full hit points, you're all healed up. You don't even taste swamp right now. As you realize, you don't know what the hell happened, but you woke up in a giant cauldron being cooked.
This again.
And she comes up to you and whispers, that don't mention the apples to my sisters.
That's fine. And then in the process, I did tell her when they approximately bloom and asked her to send a servant to come collect them.
And you tell her where your location is? Okay. And she even gives you the deary hug. And she will give you basically 2 healing potions as well, because you're offering her like twice what she was expecting. She was just going to ask for, because somebody else told her about the apples. Do you remember? The poisoned apples, not the healing apples.
Yeah. So she's going to get one of each.
What a hag can do with that? And she basically gives you guys enough bone bread to basically restock your rations and have fun storming the swamp. And that's a good place to wrap it up. Oh my god, what happened tonight?
Dun, dun.
Thankfully, you guys, are all rested up and you can head out. And the ranger does recall enough to get you back to this point where he realized he made a wrong turn and actually was having you guys go in a bit of a circle arc back as opposed to where you're supposed to be going with that horrible 7.
All those figures except for the dino.
Yeah, put these over in your pile.
Thank you for listening to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And feel free to enjoy our other shows, such as D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, and Scion Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion hero to Ragnarok story. Thank you for listening.
Hello, this is Eric.
And Wendy Strock with Stone Valley Hobby and Games.
We sell board games, card games, role-playing games, and supplies. We have thousands of Magic the Gathering cards available, carry Kickstarter products, and work with veteran-owned small businesses to bring you our own line of products.
We are a small business retailer, but we offer competitive prices, a loyalty system, and free shipping on orders over $100.
As a military veteran myself, I'm a strong supporter of our armed forces, their families, and contractors out there doing the hard job. So any order from an AA, AE, or EP address will be shipped absolutely free.
Remember, StoneValleyGames.com, where we take your leisure seriously.
Thank you for the snacks.
Thank you very much for this. Now I can chew some popcorn now that I'm not recording.
Oh, and it is plus 4 for the jack.
We should check to see if it's glands.
If the what?
The glands in the basilisk.
10 days in a swamp.
Yeah.
We had the 3 days we were waiting, the 4 days there, plus travel.
Plus the fact that Cleric was butchering it with her knife to try to make something work.
Yeah.
Butchering it.
You still
There's these scent almost. Well, it's been 3 days. Yeah, like I figure still also carrying, like all sorts of other critters it's gonna go after. Probably a nice taste of scent.
Yeah.
I smell the scent of death. Oh my god.
Unbelievable amount of
I had
fails.
a game that I rolled that poorly.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
I'm
just
like-
glad I got that last shot off well.
I'm just glad I
They're
did
like,
this.
okay, Basilisk sucking, Basilisk like, shit! And I'm like, oh god, that's a lot of fucking dice.
That's a lot
Yeah.
of
I'm like,
fun.
Yeah.
It's like, and then that's why I presented it. This is the piercing, and that's the poison. Oh man. And this is going to be great because you owe the hag an apple each and the heart of the blue-eyed druid. And that is a good place to wrap it up there.